Alright, happy Sunday if it's Sunday for you, but it's that time of the week where I just go over everything that's been going on for the past week for my automation channel. And I'm going to start off with Trello. So as far as Trello goes, it's, I always say this, but it feels so good just seeing everything just being done. Like I go ahead and set it up, and then everybody, like my scriptwriter, my editors, whatever, everybody just goes ahead and just does the job. Even if I'm not feeling good or, I don't do as much as I want to do, I'm just happy that I have a team that goes ahead and just does that. And it just makes everything so much easier to go ahead and be productive in that sense. Now, as far as my main channel goes, everything's been going pretty much smoothly now as far as uploads goes, just because I'm actually ahead on my videos. I remember when my editor ended up leaving and I was only stuck with 2 editors. Things were kind of slowing down a bit because I was just on point for uploading, like to the point where like videos due today, I want to upload it today. So that point. But now I'm literally like I think I'm almost 4 videos ahead, which is awesome, which is great. And so that's always a good feeling to have. And as far as video quality goes, ever since I made those changes with my guidelines, ever since I started getting Envato, ever since I started giving even better feedback, which is basically me just recording the video and then just doing my own voiceover over it and explaining the parts I like and don't like, things have gotten a lot better and a lot more consistent. And for my new editor that I hired, I also started doing that from the beginning, just so good habits start forming. But either way, he's been great so far. He's done revision for the first one, for the second video, even when I didn't ask for it, just because he assumed I wanted a revision after I said all these things. But he did them anyway, because I'm pretty lenient on some of those things still. But I went ahead and basically listed out so he can do it for the next video, and everything's been on point so far. He even did something creative on one of the videos, because whenever there's certain words that I want like subtitled out, it's usually put in a boring way, like the bold font. He went ahead and changed it and added like an animation to it he added a template from Envato, I think, and I really liked the way he did it, so I ended up using that one and then gave it to my other editors, my voiceover actor, so he can give it to my other editors so they can start using it, and it looks a lot cleaner and nicer. So I'm happy about that. And then as far as my search-based channel goes, about 2 weeks ago I hired somebody, and then about a week ago I hired another person, this time from Upwork, and everything's been going pretty smooth so far as far as those goes. And I've gotten better at choosing topics, because I remember the first topics that I ended up choosing were, honestly, they were just random things. I didn't do very good research. I basically just searched up something. I saw a channel I wanted to model. I'm like, yeah, sure, I could do these. And it was mainly like iPhone tips that I was doing on my end. They were really easy to make. They were like all under a minute, but they weren't really doing well. And so when I went ahead and hired people to go ahead and actually make the videos for me, and all I do is research, I've been doing better at the research, and just not using vidIQ, not using TubeBuddy for it, but instead just literally typing in the search bar like how to, and then like an underscore, and then whatever I want it to be. So like how to underscore Google Docs, let's say, and then it'll go ahead and give suggestions. I can type the A, the B, the C, D, E, and then just keep going through that list, and it gives me ideas. And then once I go ahead and click an idea and then see how the views and the videos compare, I usually tell whether it's worth pursuing or not. And I'm not the best at it. Of course, I'm still new at this, but I will say I have gotten a lot better over the past 2 weeks, so I'm glad that's going on. But it can be time consuming too, but that's a good thing, because that means I'm not choosing just any random thing. Like out of all the ideas, I could choose all of them, but the other thing I'm taking into account is every idea that I put out, it's also money that's coming out of my pocket, so I don't want a bad idea to go ahead and be paid for. But then again, you could also argue that you don't know if it's a bad idea yet, but maybe that's some overthinking. And now moving on to this channel. So as far as this channel goes, I got to 6,000 subscribers. That's crazy. I'm really happy that happened. So thank you everybody for supporting me and subscribing. It really means a lot. I didn't know how fast it would get to this, just because like 3 weeks ago it was under 1,000, and then all of a sudden everything's just been going up and up. So it's crazy to see the growth for it. So again, thank you for that. And as far as my plans moving forward, I still want to continue posting just updates Like this update, I like doing these things. It's a once every week kind of thing on Sundays, which today's Sunday. And so I've been consistent on that. And then other things that I still want to continue doing are like those 30-day updates, whether it be analytics updates or whether it be challenges. And I do have technically 2 challenges in the background. One that needs to be posted still, and then the other that would technically be the 30 days of a search-based channel. I would consider that I don't think it's a challenge, but just a results. So I like doing those, and then by the end of the month, I want to go ahead and continue doing those like analytic breakdowns of my browse-based channel, and I might even do it for the search-based channel too. So it'll be extra content that I'll put out. On top of that, I also do want to do more tutorial-style videos, just because 2 reasons. One, I think it's going to go ahead and actually help people and see like how to go ahead and do certain things, whether it be related to shorts or whether it be related to long-form content. And the second reason is because I might as well practice what I preach, since I'm also doing the search-based content, which is a long-term play in my second faceless channel, the search-based channel, the how-tos. I might as well do that on this channel too, just because it'll also be a long-term play. And then but also YBA. So a lot of you guys have joined YBA last week, so thanks for joining. It went from 368 people to 450. I don't know if everybody from that was from my other video that I put out, but whoever joined, thank you. I know a few of you guys messaged me, just letting me know that you joined, so hopefully you guys are finding some value from it. And then the good thing about it is the fact that it's a community. It's not my community, it's George and Ron's, so I'm happy that they went ahead and did that. But you know, I'm working with them over as well too, and so there's a lot that's going to be put out, and I really do like how everything's set up on there, which is why I'm talking about it in the first place. And so if you guys haven't joined, I do recommend joining, because there's going to be a mastermind this Wednesday at, I gotta check the time, it's either 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but John Kors is going to be talking. He has his own bunch of YouTube automation channels, and so I started binging his content too, just to go ahead and see, because I heard of him before, and then considering having him in the mastermind, I went ahead and checked him out again just to see more of his videos. But he seems like an awesome, genuine guy, so I'm excited for that mastermind to actually go ahead and see what he's doing in the background, and also so he can answer all of our questions that we have. And yeah, that was basically it as far as that goes. And then I do want to mention one more thing. A lot of people, whether it be in the comments or messaging me, would be asking for like guidelines, because I did mention guidelines plenty of times before. It's like my scriptwriter guidelines and my video editing guidelines. So I do plan on going ahead and releasing that. I still have to go ahead and just edit it further, just because as of now, all those pertain to my video examples, so like relating to my channel. And of course, since I want to keep that private, I would have to go ahead and change the examples and make sure they're up to par for that. And so I do plan on releasing it in the near future, whether it be by email. Still got to figure that out, but I think it's probably going to be email. So yeah, that's basically it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and if you have any questions or anything, just make sure you leave it in the comments down below, and until next time, see ya.